Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share a layout that I created for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 6. And it is made with my October 2019 revisited to 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now this was a kit that I had sitting on the shelf for quite a while, and in that kit I had added a half of a paper pad, and it's one that I have created with before, but I loved it, and when I found it at Tuesday morning I picked up another paper pad without realizing that I had just that I had previously used it. So I'm using it again. Anywho, so I have a piece of black cardstock there that I've got for my background, for my matting of the layout. And then I've got this arrow paper. And it is not my favorite paper of all, but I do love the color of it. The pinkish, almost a reddish pink color to it with lighter pink in the chevron arrows. And so I've got those flowers that I have fussy cut from another piece of paper, and I am just stacking them up around the layout, tucking them here and there. I have a couple of tabs there that I'm going to tuck in towards the top. Not really going to add anything to them, just tucking them up there just for a little bit of extra dimension. So part of these flowers I do layer up with foam adhesive, and then the majority of them that are around the photo on the right are put down with just adhesive on the paper, no foam adhesive. But a few of them I do change up. And there I just needed something, a little something to fill up that space there. And so I took off a bit of a piece of paper and just used it right in that little area there. And I think that's the beauty of when you cut these flowers out, you can pretty much layer them up however you like. I don't do it very often where I take an entire sheet of paper and just fussy cut all the florals out of it. But for whatever reason, this time I decided to. And with the last collection that I had that was the same collection, I did the same thing. Those flowers are big and beautiful, and they just need to be shared on multiple pages in my mind's eye anyway. So again, I am still tacking stuff down, and I'm going to get that big rose placed. And I'm glad I'm getting towards the end of the 12 by 12 pattern paper that I have, but I still have lots of scraps in my kit. I am going to have to add some cardstock, I think, to finish it out, but I'm so far on day 18, and really I haven't added anything to it. You can tell I make very large kits if I'm so far able to make 18 layouts. But I will tell you, when I pulled it off the shelf to revisit it to 2020, I did add in a lot of scraps left over from previous Counterfeit Kit Challenge kits, as well as some card kits that I had created. So I did bulk it up a little bit with that when I knew I was going to use it for Christy's challenge, the 30 days challenge. And if you guys haven't been over to her Facebook page to see all the inspiration over there, my goodness, what are you waiting for? It's phenomenal. You think with a sketch, everybody is going to have the same layout, but really and truly, they are so different and so unique. You can tell, they're basically along the same format a lot of times, but they're all unique and beautiful in and of themselves. So if you haven't been over there, I encourage you, go, look, see, and then do. That's kind of what you learned in nursing school. See one, do one, teach one. So look at it, do it, and then teach someone else how to do it. Same principle here. Go look at all those fabulous layouts that are over on Christy's Facebook page and My goodness, get into your stash and create something beautiful. And along with this layout, if you remember, I've told you on the last couple, I had gotten a little bit behind. And so I just have been, from that point forward, I have been pretty much stacking up layouts and doing them 2 or 3 at a time, but building the kits individually and then going back and doing them one at a time. And so I think the most I've had stacked up at a time is about 3. But it makes it super duper easy to come along and um, do all 3 in one day. And then I'll, stack some more layouts up and then do 3 more. So it's worked out well. Just cutting my pattern paper down to go onto my black cardstock. I don't know why I didn't do that to start with, but I was thinking of doing that to one corner. Um, and then for whatever reason, I changed my mind and I'm looking to see, is there a corner that will give it the feel that I want? Although that looks really cool, I end up putting it right in the center. I know, same old, right? I want it to be different, but in the end, my eye was not pleased with what it saw. I've got these wood veneer butterflies from my kit, and I'm adding those down. And you can see I have a handful of flowers there on the upper right corner of my desk. I had fussy cut those out of a pattern paper, and I thought about using those on this layout, but I really like the feel of the wood veneer. I like the dark color that contrasted really well. And that tab that I have up above by the yellow flower, it is dark brown in color with the black one behind it. And so these dark brown wood veneer butterflies, that was the impetus of putting the dark brown butterflies on rather than the paper butterflies. So here I'm going to take the letters that I had pulled out on a piece of wax paper for my title, and I'm going to lay them across there. I'll go back at some point and add some adhesive behind them because they are puffy letters, and we all know how puffy letters are. They don't stick worth a hooey. Sorry, I've got the yawnsies this morning. Super cold here, and I've got the yawnsies when it gets cold like this. Not that I don't always get the yawnsies, but usually it's late at night when I'm in the midst of narrating a video at like 10 or 11 o'clock. Anywho, so I'm working on my top cluster there. I've decided I need a little something extra, and I had several little pieces of washi tape strands that were left over from a different project over on the side of my desk, and I just picked them all up and stacked them, layered them up here in this corner, and that's where I'm going to put my date. And then I will add my finishing touches, my flat back pearls and my enamel triangles to this layout, and it will be done. When I do it like this, when I pre-select everything that's going to go on the page, these layouts come together really fast. So total time for the video, I think, was about 30 minutes. I did cut some time out for putting down adhesive behind the alpha stickers and lining up the alpha tiles on a ruler before putting them down. I did take away some time for that, but overall it took about 30 minutes for the entire thing, which is super duper fast in my mind's eye. I typically will do a layout in about an hour's time, but if I have them stacked up like this, I can get them done a lot quicker. So that's what's happening now, is it's allowing me to get these layouts done in a timely manner very rapidly, and get them up, even though they're not timely in the sense that they will be up by the days that they're due, that she's sharing the sketches, but I will have them all done during the month of October. I have already scheduled some to be uploaded into November. So keep coming back to my channel if you haven't already. We should be into November now. So keep coming back and you will see more of the videos until we get to day 30 of the sketches. Anyway, here I am. I'm adding the final touches as far as the finishing touches, the flat back pearls. I didn't pull out any enamel dots. I used the enamel triangles, arrows, whatever you want to call them. And once I have these down, the layout itself is done. I did put some close-up shots at the end for each little embellishment cluster, each section of embellishment cluster, and then a final layout at the end. So if you want to get a closer view, you can always pause on those and have a look-see. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. If you're interested in seeing more layouts made from stash, because that's primarily what I do. And not necessarily new stash, but a combination of old mixed with some newer products. Anyway, yeah, I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up. Not mandatory, not necessary, but it's always appreciated when you do. And for those folks who have been around for a long time, I appreciate you so much for being here and supporting me in all the years that you've been watching. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next layout. Make sure stay tuned for the close-ups, and I will see you again. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.